Yo, what's going on? Can you resume? You mean like go over it? Yeah, I'm going to. It was I was kind of going over some stuff. That needed to be gone over with anyways, so that's what we're doing anyways. What's up, you guys? Basically, the good news is the local guitar shop near me. The owner messaged me one day and he said to meet him at the shop. So I met him at his store. He made me a VIP to the company as a as a member basically. And on top of that, that means that I get discounts on stuff at that guitar shop. And we're also going to be talking about being able to use the gear that he has in his shop. So if I'm able to use the gear that he has in his shop, then that means free content. Did you just come on? Yes. So, damn it. Skelly's coming loose. Oh no, Skelly's leg fell off. What the? Yo, Skelly is out of control. Bro, what are we gonna do if Skelly ever goes missing, you guys? I mean, all the OGs in here right now. I know I see a couple already. Dude, what are we gonna do if Skelly ever goes missing, guys? Rowan, what's up? Daniel. Happy Monday. Thank you, my brother. God loves you. God loves you too, brother. What's up, Beard? Blame the cats? Oh, no. Dude, the cats will get an ass whooping if Skelly goes missing. That's all I'm saying. All right, so let's go over that again. Yo, Mitty, what's up? What's up, gay boy? I've been having some problems with my guitar tone. I have these weird frequencies poking through that I'm not a fan of, but I've just been kind of dealing with it. And it hasn't happened until I picked this guitar back up, but I wasn't hearing it before, so I'm not sure what's going on. Anyways, let's go back over that riff. That's actually kind of hard to hit there. That fuck, because you got to pull off with the finger too. There's no picking involved, just that first note. Anyways, so yeah, let's work on this a little bit. We didn't end up double tracking any stuff for this yet. I think that this song's gonna have a lot of depth to it, meaning it's going to have, what's the easiest way to put it? This song's going to have a lot of layers that sort of really make it poke out, little small things here and there. You know, obviously the transition and the tempo changes, because I have an idea to go into this fucking chunky groove metal breakdown, very I don't know, almost like Pantera-esque. So it would kind of come out of this riff here. I'll actually show you real quick. Here, let's try it out. You know what I mean? Just that very, just that that I don't know. The only band that I can really think of off the top that most people would know and be able to relate it to would probably be Pantera. You know, just picking a band that most people would know. All right. Just letting you guys know, I do have to get off here because before the pharmacy closes, I got to make it there. So, probably going to be, let me double check. On the phone, they said 10. The automated thing did, but that could have meant for another store. Yes. Okay, so we're good. We're good. Let's roll. All right. So the tempo change go crazy. That tempo change is a big one. I lost my ADHD meds. Had 2 withdrawals already. My brother, yeah, I mean it definitely sucks withdrawing from meth, you know? It fucking sucks, dude. Yo, Cody, do you play Clash? I just made a deck with my friends. Got me out of Arena 12 and 13 in 2 days. No, actually, I don't play Clash of Clans. But But I mean, I could download it. You could show me what's up. No, Clans Royale. Clans Royale. Why does Clans Royale sound like a good KKK joke? Like, alright, I'm taking this gum out. Alright, let's get to town. Yeah, Mitty. Look, man, I get being on medicine. And you're definitely an ADHD motherfucker for sure. But as you get older, you start to learn how to deal with that ADHD. And for me, mine doesn't really, I've learned to control it through the day. Mine doesn't really come out until like nighttime. Like it doesn't really start to hit until that nighttime hits for me. I don't know what it is. Through the day, I can manage pretty good. Some days are better than others. But like, you know, I was diagnosed at a really young age. They forced me to take the medicine. I didn't want to take the medicine. I would sit in the nurse's office for hours missing classes because they're like, you can't go back to class until you take your meds. Forcing me to take methamphetamines, basically. And, you know, eventually I just stopped taking it for good. Showed my mom, like, look, my fucking skin is turning colors. Like, my skin looks fucking pale and purple. Like, this shit is not right. But I will say that I had a friend, and I'm not going to say who the friend is because that friend actually does come into my live stream sometimes, and he's a good dude. And, you know, I'll put it to you this way. He was on the same medications as me. He's somebody that's the same age as me, so pretty ironic. Same medications as me, same everything that I was, and they said he was ADHD, and then he gets put on this medication, and then they tell him, yes, you have Asperger's, and then they put him on more medication, and turns out that he ends up on 4 different medications that he's been on since like middle school or before middle school. And these medications were literally giving him like tics and stutters and things that you would typically, when you see him, you go, oh yeah, he definitely has Asperger's or some form of autism. Well, guess what? He gets off of the medication, and this might be a little you know, too far conspiracy for you guys, but I've witnessed it with my own eyes, and next time he comes in the chat, I'll tell him to tell you guys and confirm this. But he gets off of the medication, stops taking everything, literally cold turkeys, everything except for the one. He tapers down on the Vyvanse, which is ADHD medication, and he finally gets off of all that. Guess what happens? The stutters stop. The not being able to look me in the eyes thing stops. The brain fog goes away, like 75%, he said. All of these weird things that he was being told since he was a kid, that after he started these medications were like, you know, he has Asperger's or he's autistic, were literally the things causing him to be fucking autistic. Are you fucking shitting me? So as far as pharmaceuticals go, unless I'm on the brink of death, I don't want to put any of their you know, legal meth in my body. You know, if I'm gonna do meth, I might as well just fucking buy it from a biker. But I have autism too. Yep, you're right. Hey man, look, this is all I'm gonna say. I don't know you personally, so maybe you're hardcore, but I'm a firm believer in not believing until I see it. And you know, it's like these doctors form and give you all these things. They did it to me, dude. They did the same thing to me. They said the same shit about me. Do I seem fucking autistic to you? Do I seem like I'm some erratic ADHD nut? Like, dude, they put me on depression medication. They put me on mood stabilizers, or which was the SSRI. Um, they put me on Adderall first, and they had and meanwhile, remember, this is 6th grade. I'm on 3 different medications, and it made me fucking weird, dude. It made me fucking weird. And when I refused to take it, I was myself, but I was so angry because they were forcing me to do these things. I was already in the alternative kid school. I started throwing chairs at teachers. I started raging out, and it literally, forcing me to take those medications literally ruined school for me. It ruined my education. You know what I mean? Like, it ruined my education. So I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm a bit biased on the medication stuff, but I don't know. I guess to each their own. If it helps you, it helps you. But I'm just saying, I know a lot of people that take that shit and they're like, yeah, because, you know, I have this, this, and this. And I'm like, when's the last time you haven't been on it? And they're like, probably 5th grade. And I'm like, what? So you're telling me you haven't even tried to be your normal adult self ever once in your life? Nah. I'm good. I am good. This part needs to go on again before I forget that. But yeah, so that's how I feel about that. Scarlett, what's up? They put me on Ritalin when I was a kid, and they stopped it when I had a severe nosebleed. I had severe withdrawal on Adderall. Yeah, you think? Used to take it. Life is way better without it. I don't know one person that has stopped taking it and is not a better person because of it. Mentally, physically, they're not this skin and bones fucking weirdo that can't even socialize. Like, it literally just makes you worse. And the worst part is they begin to put you on this stuff, and these doctors call you this and that, and it's like, you're still a child. You're still maturing. You're going through fucking puberty. You're going through like all of these insane emotions and hormones. And not only that, but your home life as well might be affecting it and how you're acting. Like, you don't know what this person's truly, like, what's truly going on with it. I don't care if they're a medical professional. Anyways, you know how many of these pieces of shit have been caught fucking lying and prescribing stuff just for money? Nah, fuck these psychiatrists, fuck these therapists. You know, no offense to anybody that does therapy, but psychiatry, you know, this one guy, he fuck, what's his name? He's a journalist, but he did this thing where he would go up to like professional psychiatrists. Hey, so how long have you been doing psychiatry for? About 20 years. How many patients would you say that you've cured? And then they go back to him and they're always just silent. Or if they answer, they're like, none. You know, it's a mental thing, and you know, you can never really get better from it. And it's like, what are we talking about here? Like, you're telling your patients this? You're telling your patients you'll never be better? That's your professional opinion, is keep paying me and you'll never get better, by the way. Oh, and by the way, throw some fucking pills in your mouth that I'm getting a percentage of for writing you the cut of. Fuck you. You know, that's how I feel about that shit. Fuck pharma. And fuck these psychiatrists as well. All right. Let's play through this one more time. I doubled the verse section. I don't know if we might want to change it up a bit. Like, I'm still like 50-50 on it, but let's try it out and at least see how it sounds. Yo, so the riff challenge is going to be posted on an odd day. I just want to let you know before I play this, B. Chris. So if you want to join my Discord, all you got to do is click my name above, go to more, and you'll find the Discord link. As long as you have two-factor authentication set up on your email, you can, in fact, join the Discord, so I know that you're not a bot. And I will be posting, you'll see it in the Discord mod, you'll see... or the Discord channel where I post it. So my submission will get posted. Read the rules. Make sure that you go about that correct. and I review them on the live, and you know, we kind of just have some fun with it. So I believe that these are going to be the drums that I use for the new one, which I will be posting probably tomorrow or the next day. You know, I got a lot of shit I got to do tomorrow, but I'm trying to catch back up to where, you know, I left off. Anyways, let's get back to riffing, and probably done scared away everybody. I haven't even looked at the viewers yet. Probably done scared every viewer we possibly had away talking about how fucking Adderall causes autism. My name's Cody, and Adderall made me retarded. It is in the bio, Mitty says. Thank you so much, Mitty. All right, Mitty, I'll catch you, brother, man. Yo, send me. Oh, before you leave, Mitty, send me some of the stuff you've been working on recently. I've actually thought about that a couple times since we talked last. Send me some stuff that you've been making, man. Let's go. Originally, I didn't want to go into that, but I do think it sounds pretty cool. So I don't think it's too bad, but can we go back into this? I think, actually, I had another section that I think we were going to go into after this. All right, guitar needs tuned up. And let's see how that sounds in the context. I think it sounds... I've been wanting to go into that, but I don't know if that's exactly where I want to go. Yo, Tam, what's up? Haven't seen you in a minute. Sergio, what's up? Maybe bass boosted fart sound for the drop. Yeah, there will be something there for sure. That's just there to like kind of get the mental switch up from changing from a 16th note pattern, kick pattern with a swing beat to a straight 16th kick pattern. Because just going right one into the other doesn't sound right. And I didn't think it was going to work at all. I'll be quite honest with you. I didn't think it was going to work at all. But it does. So the fact that it works with that, we'll figure out something for sure. Okay. Looking good, looking good. DJ, what's good, bro? Oh, thank you for the sub. DJ Melton, thank you very much, man. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. It's a little out of my wheelhouse. I've actually never written a riff that has that, like... What did I have originally for, like, the breakdown? Was this? That's for that. All right. Picture fast roping from a bird blasting something. I don't know what that means, but I dig it. All right. Still a little out of tune. Let's make sure we're tuned up, and let's figure out what we want to do with this next part. I think I'm gonna go with the octaves there. So we might even just be able to stay on those 16th note kicks. All right, looking good. But instead of the China, we will go with we'll go with a ride cymbal. I think that'll be better. Okay. Now I know you're in here, baby. Right there, right there. Come over here. Now let's find one with the ride cymbal. And that'll be for our octaves here. And then maybe the other guitar kind of harmonizes with it, but on the lower notes, we'd have to figure out what that would be. It's like a... No, how would we do that? It would have to be like a... Actually, let's figure out how we can do that. That's actually a pretty cool build-up. We'll probably end up using that for our breakdown. The thing with the breakdown with this is I want it to go straight from the... And then... Bro. Tio, those eggs, bro. Time to throw them out. You just wasted like $1,000. No. Eggs have gone down significantly in price. Watch your time, Cody. It's 8 p.m. Yeah, I know. By the way, I saw that message. They close at 10, so my goal is to get off of here at 9, which is about an hour from now. So we need to get to work. Let's just start throwing shit at the fan and see what sticks, right? And then when it builds up, we almost need like a... So we need to have twice as many snares in there. See if we can find one with a ride cymbal. Here's one. Okay. We'll figure it out. For now, though, let's just try this out, okay? If it's gonna come straight out of it, then it's gonna be right there. And then we'll have that rhythm over top. I think we need to double this. I don't think that should come in until, what is this doing here? Let's remove that. Let's copy that. Let's copy this. Now we're sort of twice as long, so we're going to need some different fills for that for sure. I'm going to make some markers here too. Yeah, I had to take Owen to Taekwondo class tonight. That's the reason my stream is so late. I was really trying to make this stream easy to get everything started and get done, but of course the day just never goes as you want it. Alright, so I'm not sure how exactly to record this. So if we're doing octaves, typically I like to add them in, but maybe we do one guitar octaves, one with the other. I don't know. So let's record octave and then try the rhythm with it. I don't know. Let's try it. We can double that just for now. Throw it up here, and now let's try and see if just a left and right pan with the rhythm will work. I don't know. We need like a with the drums there. It needs to be big. It needs to end very big and very short. So let's see what we can do with that. So it would kind of be like having a skank beat. Let's actually do the kick and snare ourselves. Actually, this whole part maybe comes into that, and then we have, so let's try and find something. Okay, so this works. Let's grab that. Let's splice it up. And then, obviously, wanted to do a big fill. But let's play along with that real quick. Remember, there will be bass over top of this. I don't know. You can definitely become a better guitarist, my guy. I promise you. I promise you. I've been playing guitar for a very long time. Honestly, for as long as I've been playing guitar, I should be much better than I am. I would say I should be. Something you have to remember with guitar is you have to consistently be shitty when you're trying new things. You can't expect the new thing you're doing to be good. When I came up with, literally yesterday, when I came up with this riff right here, when I came up with that, dude, I was like, I really want to use that on the stream. I just came up with that on the spot with everybody. I want to use it. But I was like, there's no fucking way I'm gonna be able to like get this down clean enough. But I've been playing guitar long enough to where I was able to know the little things about what I do when I play, and was like, okay, I figured it out. So you just have to keep trying and getting better, Tan Chalk. You just gotta keep trying, dude. And keep trying more challenging things, and don't forget to fucking do covers, simple covers. Okay. Practice makes perfect. Exactly. And here's the thing, even when you get something perfect, you can still fuck it up. You know? Like, so easily. There's also a part of me that kind of wants to play. I don't know how I feel about the left pan octave, right pan. I don't know. Let's record it. You live in Dubai. Damn. Well then, don't they have guitars there? It's very bare bones. Yeah, I guess we can try. See what she sounds like. We need to come back into that riff eventually as well. But I need to switch guitars. Whoops. There we go. Guitar tracks. I don't know. I guess Amazon is just, but eBay has so many varieties. I don't know. I mean, I would assume Dubai probably has what you call it, Amazon. I still don't know how I feel about that. Let's try this out. Like, it feels like something needs to be over top of it, right? Am I tripping? Like, if it goes straight to that, it just feels weird. What do you guys think? Okay, so that works. Do you know where you are getting the product? Right, Cody. Which one would you trust? A base. What do you mean, which one would I trust? eBay, well, I mean, eBay's pretty good. You just, you should always watch who you're buying from. Most of the scammers are pretty obvious, and usually if you get scammed, it's because you don't know any better or you're pretty desperate to try and just take the chance on getting the thing. But I mean, if I had to say, it would just depend on really what you're looking for, because Amazon means that you're buying a new product, and eBay means that you 9 times out of 10, or 99 out of 100, I should say, you're gonna buy a used product. So that's sort of the point of eBay, sort of an online auction / flea market. So I guess, if you're trying to save some money, probably just use eBay. You can find some pretty good deals on eBay. I personally have never bought a guitar off of eBay though. The thing with buying from eBay a guitar off of eBay is you now have to put the trust of the postal service and the people handling the guitar. So you have to put the trust of the guy who is sending the guitar that he's actually going to properly ship the guitar. And also you have to hope that if he does ship it not in a great way, that, you know, the fucking postal company didn't fuck you over. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think about this? It sounded pretty cool over top of that. I'm not gonna lie, but I almost feel like it should be like tucked in the background or something there. Silica Quino, yo, Kuno, Quinoa. If you're on Twitch and I haven't answered you, it's because I didn't have the multi-stream chat on. That's my bad. I have it on now, so if you say something from Twitch, I'll see it. Alright, so, yo, Saturo, what's up? What's up, bro? Let's start from the beginning. Start from the beginning. What's up, bro? So, I do think that that sounds good. Some Texas chicken. Bro. Ah. I guess. It does sound good with the octave there. I'm just wondering, should I do like a quad track where I have the 4 guitar tracks, the octaves are turned down a little more on the left and right? Alright, let's do it. Let's see what happens. I almost feel like if anything, the main riff should go down. Both will kind of have to come down, which I can just automate. Okay, hold on. Alright. Okay. So since these are the octave parts, are you kidding me? Why are there envelopes? I should not have any envelopes on these tracks. Like, at all. Alright, there we go. Okay, let's see what happens. Now these are lower. Oops. And let's add our guitars to it. And since they're octaves, I'm going to cut more, probably around 160 on each one, on the EQ. Somewhere around there. That should help with some of that low end. Because at the end of the day, we're mainly just trying to kind of quad tracking, really. I mean, that's really what we're doing. Let's see what this sounds like. That's good for now. That was just the left hand that I was recording. Now let's record the right, and this will really tell us. But obviously we can adjust some volume. All right, very sloppy between the both, but I mean, you know, basically the same thing. I think we can probably take that volume down a lot more here. Probably do like 10 dB, somewhere around there. And usually when you're quad tracking, you're gonna end up turning down your rhythm track as well, because you're trying to maintain as much volume control without having, you know, your compression done, unless you're trying to go for like some type of compression trick or something. But I'm not the best with compression, so I don't know any that would work in this scenario. But we can probably go a bit louder here, to be honest. So let's go 9. Wait, did I turn down? Oh, shit. That's why it sounded weird to me. Okay, we put our EQ on our rhythm guitars as we would have on our octaves. So there's only, yeah, I did that backwards. Damn it, that's why I hate doing this like that. Okay, so let's check this one. 160, there it is. Wait, no, that's where it's supposed to be. Yes, 160 on the octave. Now let's check the left. Yes, we want that at 160. I'm thinking that we're going to go a little bit more. We might even go up to like 200. Remember, I mean, sometimes, dude, when I'm doing those pop punk songs with you guys and I have the octaves up the middle, it's just a little trick that I do myself that I enjoy doing for the pop punk stuff. Bro, I'm quite literally fucking having it right down the middle, and I'm cutting all the way up to 250 hertz. So now let's go to 200 and see what happens. Silica, what's going on over on Twitch? It's going pretty good. Just getting some shit done. I have this idea building off of this second part of this song here that we're working on, writing on the spot. Have to wait 10 minutes. How are you doing? Have to wait 10 minutes for what? Okay, so let's hear what this sounds like, just these. Okay, so I think it's not too bad. Oh shit, I did not know that. That is something I'm gonna have to change. I didn't know that that was a thing. I think it comes automatically set up like that because Twitch is one of the ones that I just stream on just to stream. It's not my main one, the main one that I stream on. Here, let me change that for you. Chat settings. Follower only chat, 10 minutes. Yeah, and that's the lowest one too. And I can remove follower only restriction. I'm gonna keep it so that to comment you have to be a follower. I'm gonna keep that, but it's at 0 minutes now. So there we go. I appreciate you letting me know that. That's fucking stupid though. I didn't think that it would come like that. Alright. Boom. Wonder if there's anyone else over there. There's not that many people on the YouTube right now, on the YouTube live stream either. It's Monday and I started late, so I mean I'm the only one to blame here really. Here's my thing, and it might just be the headphones. I don't know if it's just the kicks sort of sort of having that pulsing effect. But what I'm hearing is phase cancellation. I'm hearing some phase issues because of the low end. So, oh, do you make music? Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. What the hell? Yep, I'm writing all of this myself. And with the help of anybody who, has any input or wants to, put their input in. Sadly, today's stream's going to be cut short, and I had to start late as well. It's fucked up, but do you play any music? Okay, let's start from the beginning now. And this, by the way, should sound alright. The problem that I'm talking about here, and you know what could simply solve this? Mute one of them, make the one down the center How long have you been making music? I don't know. I've been playing guitar for a long time. I started taking it serious. I sat down one day and was like, okay, I want to know how to play guitar. Sat down. It's been about 13 years. But I've had a guitar around me for pretty much as long as I can remember, pretty much. There's always been a guitar around me, and it's always been something that I picked up but just fucked around with. Nothing serious. Also, this mono octave does not sound good. I don't like it. So we're going to go back to the drawing board there. All the way left. All the way right. Okay, so let's play from the beginning. Yeah, I'll actually show you what we have so far. So, if you want to listen to any music that I have written, first off, I have a band called Narc. I'll type it in the chat how it's spelled. That is the band right there. If you would like to look us up on Spotify, but we have not released anything in a few years now because everybody in the band either left or moved away. So there's that. But I do have a new project. It's not metal. It's called Trash Surfer, and if you save that in your phone, it should be posted up any day now. Me and my buddy, we have a 4-song EP coming out called Birthday Balloons, and there's 4 songs on it, and they're like pop punk, Midwest emo type stuff. So those 2 bands right there are projects with lyrics that you can hear. And if you would like to just hear instrumentals that I've written, I do have some of them on my Patreon, which is, I believe, tagged on the Twitch side. If not, you can go to Cody Barnett on YouTube and find them there. All right. If you just look that up on Spotify or even YouTube, you'll find it. Okay, Trash Surfer is not out yet. Narc is out. GNARK is out. Fuck, that reminds me. Siri, set 20-minute timer. Okay, I gotta go in 20 minutes, which fucking sucks, man. I'm starting to finally get on the roll with this. All right. Hey. Okay, so I want to hear something real quick with just the guitars. Just so we can get this straightened out for when we actually record these octaves here. So what I like to do is find where the main consistencies within the octaves are. Not consistencies. I was just saying that because I fucking was focused in on this. But I like to find the main... I like to call it the poking point, because that's the point where those frequencies poke out the most and where they are also not being preoccupied by other frequencies within the mix. Is this something that we can do 100% now? No, but we can get it started, because when other instruments and other sounds get added into the song, you may have to change the ones that you've already done. But as far as getting a concise and a decent sound, we can go ahead and try and do that now. So probably around 1.5, 1.6K, or hertz, I should say, is where we're going to want to build up. What up, nerd? Nah, you're good, bro. Me and my brother actually do that as well. We're like, what's up, nerd? I say it to my son all the time. Like, I just walk in the house, what's up, nerd? In my vocabulary, for sure. Constantly. I hate when you say nerd to a kid and he gets offended. I'm like, oh my god, who are your parents? Okay, so something to consider. Those of you that care, what we just did was we raised the frequency. We boosted this specific frequency and the ones around it that you can see here, so that they poke through a little more, because we're not looking for the low end from this. We don't need the low end. The low end is coming from the bass, the kick, and the rhythm guitar. These are the octaves. These are just supposed to poke through. So we want these octaves to poke through, which is going to be somewhere around, right now, going to be this 200, probably to 400, and then around 1,000 to 5,000, maybe 6,000. That's going to be sort of the two main areas where we want these poking through. And although that does not sound good right now, it will sound good together. I'm hoping that it sounds good right now. Something to also notice, a lot of people don't pay attention to this in your EQs. When you cut this much frequency out, you are losing some output. See how we're at -9 here? So I'm going to boost that output up by like a dB and a half, somewhere around there. Just for now, just to like have us be able to poke through a little bit more. Because we're at -8, and you know, we can definitely poke it out a little more. Okay, and if we did not have these on, it would sound like this. It's not going to be good, I promise you that. Damn it, I can't see nothing. Hold on, let me change the size of this. It's on, let's do small. We don't need a big one here. There we go. So we got both of them here. Looks so weird being this small, bro. I don't know if we want to boost it to 5K because I think that that's where the kicks are boosted, but that sounds well, thank you, nerd. Yeah, I'm just sort of getting this octave, like sort of like a preset basically, just to get myself set up. All right. Well, we will be adding, like, we're going to be coming out of this and doing like a... What a crazy name for a song, too. Replicating that corn sound like on a full song can be kind of difficult unless you're like just straight up taking something from one of their songs, because they have that they have such an original sound to them. It's kind of hard to just make like a corn style song. You know, it's like you can have some of the flavor in there, but it's definitely hard to make an exact like what would Korn write without like kind of doing what Korn's already done. You know, they're one of those bands. Okay, so I think we're only gonna get as far as, because it's almost 9 o'clock now, and I have to be. The pharmacy closes at 10. I'm only 5 minutes away from there, but if they've even worked on my prescription yet, so that's part of the thing. I fucking hate going into a pharmacy. Pharmacies are the worst places ever, dude. The people that work there. Why is every farm tech the most miserable person I've ever met? Like, do you get paid that little? So maybe we keep the octaves going, and then the rhythm guitars do the digga 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 digga. What would that sound like? This, I feel like this is the start to something that is going to end up being way better. Like, this is like the simplistic caveman version of what this could become, if you know what I mean. Okay, so let's record a left and a right track to this. Yeah, bruh. Yeah. Pluto Sorrow, your music name? No, it's Narc. The stuff that you'll be able to find online is Narc, all caps, like that. And then the stuff that will be coming out, thank you, Pam. The stuff that's going to be coming out in a few days with my project with my buddy is Trash Surfer album. Trash Surfer. There. So Trash Surfer Birthday Balloons is Trash Surfer is the band's name, and Birthday Balloons is the EP title. We're actually missing a couple songs that I have on my computer downstairs, really good ones too. But we're gonna release those later. I haven't checked today. I checked yesterday. The songs might be up. I mean, they might actually be up. I'll have to check the DistroKid because it can take up to 2 weeks. But I feel like its 2 weeks now, and it should be out. So I'm gonna have to double check and make sure that everything went through okay, because it's kind of weird that it's not out yet. Like, I don't feel like it should have taken this damn long, you know? Anyways, so yeah, and I also had an older pop punk band called Switch Hitter. So if you're interested in that, sadly, the record label, the guy who took over that record label, ended up completely getting rid of all of our music on all streaming platforms. On top of that, the guy who recorded that music is a dickhead, to say the least, and is claiming that the music was, he lost a whole bunch of stuff on his computer, and that those files are gone. So, yeah, there goes my alarm. Alright, ladies and gents, I'm going to be having to get off of here, but I am going to figure this out. Dun, 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 dun. So let's get some drums for that real quick. No, that ain't gonna work. Well, I gotta find something quick. Okay, so I can actually drag that out. Alright. So we're probably just gonna use my homemade riff. That homemade from scratch. So we're gonna go to 95. Actually, I feel like it should go a little bit slower, but we'll figure it out. Let's actually do 93. Let's get weird with it, right? Okay, let's humanize this just a little bit. Okay. Okay, now we just do that a whole bunch. Imagine that should be enough. There's no drum fills yet. We'll come back and we'll get all of that, but I will have to go after we record like a little scratch demo for this or something, okay? Sounds good, man. Obviously the riff, the chunky riff, I need to figure out exactly what I want to do there. The drums are just the same thing over and over. We'll get that as well. I didn't really have time today like I thought I was going to with getting to sort of work on this. So usually just a little rundown for you guys real quick. So typically when I write these songs, it's all on the spot, but I've made a new rule for myself just to de-stress for like during the streams for myself. If I'm encountering a song that I'm writing and if I can do something throughout the day that will help, not necessarily come up with riffs or this and that, but let's say we came up with a riff, but I was having a hard time finding drums or writing drums for it, instead of taking all that time and boring the shit out of people, let's keep the stream moving, right? So what I'm trying to do is basically throughout the day, if I have time, I will come on here and figure out the drums ahead of time. Sort of like the thing that I just did. It would have already been figured out because that riff we came up with yesterday. So, you know, stuff like that. That's what I mean. So I don't want to break my own rules, but also I made them, so I guess I'll break them if I need to. It's all still on the spot regardless. So with that said, let's record ourselves a little demo here. What the hell? That didn't do it to me one time when I was playing earlier, and as soon as I record, it does that. What's up, Silica? I didn't see you say anything else. Oh, by the way, how long have you been streaming? I've only been streaming 2 hours so far today, but like I said, I have to go to the pharmacy. Or how long have I been streaming in general? Today, I've only been streaming 2 hours. As far as streaming goes, I've been streaming altogether about maybe 8 months. No, maybe close to a year. Maybe close to a year now. But I don't just stream. Streaming is part of the channel. It's become a big part of the channel because I love doing it. I'm able to do everything that I want to do within this. But anyway, so I haven't been doing it very long, and I don't really do it much on Twitch. That's very recent. I should probably focus on Twitch a little bit because Twitch is pretty cool. Anyways, let's get this chunky part, and then I got to get off here, sadly. If it was the weekend, I'd say, fuck it. I'd just start up another stream after I get back. All right, let's keep it dead simple for now instead of me trying to add some bullshit in there. Let's keep it dead simple. I'll know what I'm trying to do, and then we'll make it really good tomorrow. If you had to guess where I was from before I get off here, where do you think? I'll give you a countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rocco the Taco over on Twitch. Thank you so much, man. One of the Dakotas. Okay. Okay, I can dig that. Let Silica get in here for a minute. You definitely fuck with Easy Core. Not really. I mean, Easy Core could be fun. You know, my buddy was really into the Easy Core stuff, and when I had my old pop punk band Switch Hitter, he wanted to add Easy Core riffs in, so we managed, like, he would add the Easy Core stuff, and then I would make sure that we had all the fast punk stuff. And he was really good at coming up with catchy choruses. So, you know, we managed. But nope, not the Dakotas. I am from Maryland. There you go. That Easy Core enough for it. That's about as easy core as I can get right there. And you always have to be in this low-ass, ridiculous tuning for no reason. You're like playing pop punk, but really low. I'm even lower now. Oh yeah, Rocco and Silica. So, thank you guys so much for the new follows on Twitch. I very much appreciate it. I will say though, if you guys want to get entered in, I'm doing a giveaway at 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. So if you guys are interested in actually winning, like legitimate, the pedals back there, I've shown it a bunch of times before on the channel. It's a fuzz pedal. It's the Hove fuzz pedal. And if you guys would like to win it, then all you got to do is subscribe to my YouTube, Cody Barnett on YouTube, and tap the bell. If it is not bell notified, if you do not have those bell notifications on, then you will not be able to get the pedal. Simple as that. So when we do the drawing, if the person that gets picked just doesn't have the bell notification on, then sadly they won't be getting the pedal, and then we'll move on to our next person. So yeah, if you're interested in that or know someone who plays guitar, I'm sure that they would love it. So just consider hitting that subscribe button over on YouTube. Playing the major scale and double drop C, because why not? Yeah, dude, I'm telling you. You know what's funny? I've actually never tried to play an easy chord riff. You've inspired me to now want to play an easy chord riff with the pitch shifter on. Yeah, that's fucking retarded. But it sounds great. Anyways, you guys, signing off. You know I fucking love you guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Win yourself a dope pedal. And once I get that Sweetwater affiliate link, believe me, there will be tons and tons more. My brother just sent me the art, so I will be getting those shirts made soon once I'm not a broke bitch and can afford to have shirts made. So once the money comes in, I promise you guys shirts. I promise. The art is made, so I'll send you guys the art over on Discord if you want to take a look at a little sneak peek at the shirt artwork. It's really sick. Well, at least one of the parts of the art so far. So get yourself some of that. Love you guys. I'll check you later.